Hello, I'm Eric Smith with Forge Construction, and I wanted to make this video for you today because we've come across a product that I think deserves a little bit of attention. Now, originally we had a client come to us that asked us for the product. It's called Evolve Stone. Honestly, I'd never heard of it before, so got on the internet and went to their website. Actually, they've got a really good website, a lot of really interesting information about Evolve Stone, but wasn't able to find very much out there from a consumer or someone that had ever used it. Now, the product itself has got some incredible advantages. Number one, you see right here, I'm going to do a project today by myself, and I wanted to do this because before we use this for a customer, kind of wanted to get my hands wet with it and run it through its paces. The website for Evolve Stone indicates that it requires no skill, right up my alley. It is very unlabor intensive. It is economic, it is cost effective, and so easy to do. Not only that, but we're going to do about 280 square feet of what I would call masonry today. It's going to be faux mason, but about 281 square feet, and I'm going to get it done by myself, I think, pretty darn quick. Just so you can get a scope of what we'll be doing today, here is my own personal shop. We're going to be doing kind of a wainscoting with a ledger top on it, about 3 foot tall, all the way around the building. Oh, I should say 2/3 around the building. One of the incredible advantages of this product over other products are, of course, how it is applied and the ease of application. I'm just one guy, and this 281 square foot project will be done today by myself. Not a 2 or 3 or 4 man crew, no loads of sand, no loads of masonry. It's going to be really quick and easy, at least I hope it is from what I understand from the videos online. We'll find out, but this entire project is going to come out of the back end of this pickup truck alone. So before we do that, let's go ahead and go inside. Let's look at the product in depth. I always wanted to see the close-ups of these things. I could never find it anywhere online. So let's go inside and take a really close examination of the product before we get started. So, a close-up look at the product. I was really interested to find out exactly what this product looked like and how realistic it really was. So, first thing I did is I contacted Evolve Stone and I asked them for a kit. They have a little kit available if you're interested. Got the kit right here. Looks like we've got a Kodiak Mine Dune Point, which is going to be kind of your lighter tan, kind of a golden color. Looks like we've got Morning Aspen and a Phantom Shadow. These are the standard colors that they come in. Here are the variations of sizes that they provide for you for samples. They've got a large square, a small square. They've got kind of a rectangle. Gosh, I hope these don't fall over. I'm only holding these. And then a small square. These, within these 5 shapes, or I guess 6 with this as well, within all of these shapes, you've got an incredible amount of variation that you can use when laying out your pattern. So according to how you purchase the product, whether you purchase only a running bond pattern or one of the other patterns that they've got, the product's got a lot of flexibility. Now, one of the things that I want to do here is get a really good close-up because honestly, online, this is nowhere, and I really wanted to see this. So, Pat, let's get a really good close-up of this. I want to really zoom in on this. This is, to me, one of, if not the most realistic faux stones on the market. You can really get right up on this thing and you can't tell the difference. I'm not sure, but I believe they've actually got crushed stone in there. But this looks really, really good. One of the other advantages of this product is, and let's take a look at this. Not only does it look realistic, but the color is completely throughout. So it's not just a topical color. And I've taken a piece of ledge stone here and purposefully, and it took a lot of force, and I've broken this. This is a particular color. If you break this, you'll notice that the color itself runs all the way through the product. And what this does is it allows you to manipulate this product almost like stone. You could actually break this and then get a chip or a hammer, cut these edges off, and you would have a product. And by the way, if you do that, you're going to want to reseal this with some kind of a sealer, a spray-on sealer, just as a safety. One other thing that you need to know is this product has a distinct advantage over other products in that it is very water impermeable. This only has a permeation of 1%, which means in direct contact with the ground, it's only going to pull up 1% moisture. Other products, competing products, I believe are in the 15 to 20% range. So that makes this absolutely perfect for installation. You can actually even go subgrade with this, really. So good advantage there. Now, I think I've gone over everything that we need to go over here. Let's go ahead and go outside and we'll start the one-man installation. By the way, the one man with no experience with this. Let's go. I start by organizing the boxes. I actually have 3 products to sort. I have ledge caps, and then I have 2 different body colors. I did a 70-30 split between 2 different colors. Sorting now will save a lot on install time. So the first step is the application of a water membrane, which prevents water penetration, but does allow any water vapor to penetrate to the outside. I use simple button cap nails and hand nail as the manufacturer suggests. In the end, I found this to be the hardest part. It's not that difficult, but wrangling the wrap alone is a little awkward. With a simple helper, this would have been much easier. Again, not hard, just awkward for one person. Next is the drip layer. This layer simply acts as a buffer between the rock product and the water barrier and allows any water to simply drip down the wall rather than get caught between the rock and the water barrier. And during this time lapse, if you look closely, you catch my cameraman Pat. He's such a ham.
We've got electrical entrance right here. This is where the electrical and future, we're running internet cable into this structure. So forgive me, it's not quite done yet. But this is going to be a little bit interesting to work around with the Evolve Stone, but it's going to be easy, I think. So we'll keep an eye on that, okay? Okay, so finally, step 1 and step 2, the water membrane and then the rain membrane are finished. Got to be honest with you, that was a task. Not hard, just cumbersome for one person, okay? But that said, it is super easy. I'll tell you one thing that doesn't help is this Oklahoma weather. Yes, we're in Oklahoma. Started out in the 50s this morning, nice, brisk, cool, and now it's 85 degrees. We have a saying in Oklahoma, if you don't like the weather, wait just a minute.
With the underlayment installed, next I move to the actual corners. The fun begins.
One of the things that's interesting about this product is that the stainless steel brad nails that you use work very well with this product. Once you shoot the nail in, basically it's almost invisible and completely hidden. I'll show you this. Here's where I'm going to shoot a nail. Okay. You can't even see that.
Corner application again, so easy. Just simply choose your piece, hold, and fasten with a 16 gauge stainless steel brad nail. Goes super fast. Actually, it's sort of fun to do.
Earlier in the product description, I showed you how the color runs all the way through. Now, this was a ledger piece that I broke on purpose. Waste not, want not. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a 45-degree angle to go around where we've started the outside edge of the building, okay? This is the very, very, very first time I've ever cut this, so hope all goes well.
Cutting the product is actually much easier than you might imagine. I used a jigsaw to make curved cuts to the hand-drawn shape I made. The product is made of some kind of a material that will not dull blades. It's very forgiving when managing compound curves. You can cut and even shape with a wood rasp if you want. Just remember, after any cuts, you should apply a sealer like Thompson's. I used a small spray can, and that worked great. Now, it's worth noting that this step is not required because remember, the product is almost waterproof. Really, all you're doing is you're just restoring the sheen back to the cut area, kind of like waxing a car after it's been scratched just a little bit. Install tip, very important. Use a level as you move along. It's not hard to get off by just a little bit on one rock, which down the road becomes more and more and more evident. The last part of this install is installing the ledger cap. Again, be sure and use a level. The caps themselves require about a 4-inch screw, but require no pre-drilling. Super easy.
Okay, so project finished. Now, I will be honest, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but it's not the product's fault. It kind of was more my stubbornness. You see, I wanted to see how easy this would be to do with one person. So it was just me. Now, I'll tell you, the thing that took the longest was the setting up and the application of the underlayment, not the actual product itself. The underlayment, as you can probably guess, with one person, I'm having to roll it out, measure it, cut it, put it up, wrangle it. I had to do that twice because there's a vapor barrier behind and then there's the rain barrier up front. That took actually the longest. Once you get to the fun part, which is actual application, actually went very quick. And I got to be honest, I've never done masonry work before. One of the things that I really did like about actually several of the things I liked about the product. Number one, when you take the product out of the box, it's already kind of pre-staged for you. In other words, if you just kind of take things out of the box, they kind of work together. The shapes work together, but in no time at all, you really do kind of gain kind of a sixth sense of how these pieces fit together, and you can kind of figure out where you're going and end up at a good end point. You'll understand that if you buy the product, it's really easy to work with. Number two is it is so easy to manipulate. You can cut it, you can form it. When I say form, it's not flexible, but you can cut it with just about anything. I used a jigsaw and that worked great. You could also use something like the Milwaukee hole saws if you need to do some holes. Easy, easy, easy to do. The product itself will not dull blades. It's made out of, the best I can gather, some kind of a fiberglass resin of some kind, but it is very, very easy to work with. So, man, I got to tell you, the product was great. It was easy to install. It was fast. I'm proud of what I've done. I really do give this a big thumbs up. So I'm going to be coming back to you a little bit later. The customer that came to us and wanted us to use the product, I'm going to use it. So later on, we'll be doing probably an outdoor fireplace install and a front entry gate install. The front entry gate install will be subgrade. That's going to be interesting. So I'm going to make some videos on that. In the meantime, if you want to get in contact with Evolved Stone, one of the things that I really did like about them, I've spoken with them several times to ask some questions. They're all about customer service. Very intelligent people, very eager to talk to you. So if you've got any questions, fill it out down below. I'll answer anything I can, or contact them below, and I'll have that information for you down there. So here's to you. I hope you have a good experience like I did.